10 beautiful lives were lost on May 14th, 2022, ripped from their families over the color of their skin. But that's not how their loved ones want them to be remembered. Pearl Young's family wants her to be known for her life of service. The 77-year-old spent hours at the Good Samaritan Church of God in Christ, working at the soup kitchen and food pantry, often handing out things she cooked herself.
Every time I saw her, she was always happy. She was always willing to help somebody else. She was always willing to give God glory and give God praise.
While in her 30s, raising 3 children, Pearl got her bachelor's degree in social sciences from the University at Buffalo. Up until her death, Pearl would teach as a substitute for Buffalo Public Schools.
Ms. Young loved the students that she taught. Her love was infectious, and the kids loved her back. She always greeted them with a warm smile, a hug, and a great conversation.
Katherine Massiey's family says she was a gentle but strong soul. A fighter for her community, the 72-year-old was called the mayor of Cherry Street. She advocated for civil rights, education, and federal regulation of firearms.
Kat Massiey was a friendly activist, or an activist with a smile. One who she was going to get what she wanted, she was going to demand what she wanted, but she was going to work with people to get what she wanted.
Fiercely passionate, Kat's loved ones say she was always motivated by love.
You always hear that nobody's perfect and without flaw. But when the Lord made Kat, he made her the exception to his rule.
A father to 5 children and grandfather to 3, Andre McNeel was visiting Buffalo from Auburn, New York. He had been at the Top store picking up a birthday cake for his 3-year-old son. His loved ones say for Andre, family always came first.
I made my dad promise me to stay on top of his health because I didn't want to lose him. And even though we had separation in life, once we did rekindle, we were inseparable. I called him for literally everything, especially when I wasn't getting my way because I knew he would make a way.
Andre loved music, listening to it, and playing the guitar. He also enjoyed poetry, but overall, he loved being there for those closest to him.
If you would have stopped and had a conversation with him, your whole life would have changed. Your whole life.
Warm, honest, and brave are just some of the words loved ones of Geraldine Tally used to describe her. Those that knew her best say she would give anyone the shirt off her back.
Very Southern woman, Baptist roots, Grove Hill, Alabama. She loved cooking for her friends, for her family, co-workers.
She was especially known for her baking, cheesecake being one of her specialties. Her son Mark says his mother was protective and would call him almost every day. In the wake of her death, he created Agents for Advocacy and says he thinks she would be proud.
I always told her to man up every time she had to deal with something, so I'm pretty sure she would tell me to man up and keep doing what you're doing too.
Hayward Patterson was a loving father of 3 and a man of God. As a deacon, he led State Tabernacle Church of God on Glenwood Avenue for more than a decade.
Deacon Patterson was a little of everything in this community. He was a greeter, you know what I mean? He was an usher, he was a deacon, and he was an armor bearer. And most of all, he was a community servant.
Hayward, also known as Tenny Boy, Boy Tenny, or just Tenny, would serve the community in many ways. He often spent time at the soup kitchen, and nearly every day he would drive people who were without transportation to and from the Tops on Jefferson Avenue, only taking whatever they could pay.
The sweeping, the vacuuming, he would do cleaning, he would help out with the pastor, he would help out me in the back. He would stay here to make sure I was safe. And then he would also go up to Tops and do gently, making sure those who didn't have transportation would be able to shop and get their groceries home. He was a man of service.
A warrior. Celestine Cheney survived breast cancer and 3 brain aneurysms.
The thing that I think that we want to hold on to was her level of resilience. And resilience is not the ability to bounce back, but to battle every day, to get up every day with illnesses and sickness, but she never had a level of complaint.
Always the life of the party, her son Wayne Jones, Celestine's only child, says she had celebrated her 65th birthday with steak, lobster, and mimosas a week before her death. Friends say she had the gift of gab and loved being surrounded by her family.
When you saw her, you saw love. When you saw her, you saw resilience. When you saw her, you saw faithfulness. And that's exactly how the family will remember her, not as someone who is a victim, but someone who they loved and who they will continuously cherish and continue in their legacy.
Roberta Jury's family say she had a personality that could fill up a room. Known as Robbie, loved ones describe her as a ray of sunshine.
Every time she talked with friends and family, she was that light that shone through whatever darkness might have been present.
Robbie was a daughter and sister. She grew up outside of Syracuse, but had moved to Buffalo a decade ago to care for her brother battling leukemia. Her selflessness and love is something her family says will carry on as her legacy.
She was kind. She was kind. Like, once she became friends with someone, it was like for life. And you could feel it at that exact moment. That she was, no matter what she went through, she would smile. She really was special. Through everything, she was special. Like, her light shined.
Gus Morrison's family says he was their hero. The father of 7 spent his days with children, working as a bus aide for Buffalo Public Schools.
Mr. Morrison was known to have perfect attendance as a bus aide, enjoyed his work, was on time every single day, loved the students of the bus that he was on from School 99.
Margus's children say their father had a love for life. Remember the sunglasses he would wear, his laughter, and his jokes.
He just did the best he could. He worked as hard as he could. He worked. He did what he could for his kids.
A man devoted to his wife and kids. An inventor who loved to fix things. A hero. Those are the many ways people have described Aaron Salter Jr. The retired Buffalo police officer was posthumously given the Medal of Honor and promoted to the rank of lieutenant after his actions are credited with saving lives during the shooting.
It's wonderful that people recognize him and honor him. What he did that day was just who he was as a person. He didn't do anything heroic. That's who Aaron was. If somebody was in trouble, he's gonna go and help you out.
His friends say Aaron had a roaring laugh that could be heard throughout the police station where he worked. He was also a man of faith.
Well, Aaron was full of life. He loved his family. He loved his faith. He was a Christian, and Christ was the head of his life. And he was just a man who really cared about the community.
When asked to describe Ruth Whitfield in one word, this is what Garnell Whitfield Jr. had to say about his mother.
Powerful.
A true matriarch, Ruth's loved ones say she had made their family whole, the spokes of a wheel that kept it turning.
Our grandmother went to buy seeds for her garden on May 14th, 2022. She may not have been able to plant those seeds, but the seeds that she planted throughout her life are abundant.
The 86-year-old loved fishing, camping, and cooking. She also loved her church, Durham Metro, located on Eagle Street, right across from the apartment where her family had lived for some time. Garnell says on May 13th he had been with his mother, but left to meet with a person to fix the church's roof, which was in disrepair.
That's the last time I saw my mom. That fell through with that roofer. Obviously, the next day she was murdered. But I'm thankful to God that not long after that I found another roofer, and the church has a new roof on it today.
The pain for the families who lost these 10 souls is still there. But Whitfield says at this point, our community can honor them by recognizing this moment.
All of our lives depend on us coming together and coming into relationship with our Creator and with each other. That's what this moment is, nothing less.